And welcome to another Wraggys Beers, Wines and Spirits review. And tonight I've got an absolute perler. Uh, it's freezing in the beer room, so I wanted a beer that's going to warm me up. No better beer than that, than Adnams Broadside. It's an absolute perler of a beer. 6.3%, if memory serves me correctly, and it does. And I've actually had this on cask twice now. I had it on cask at the Streetwise party a couple of years back, and 2018, I think it was. Good evening, Luke and Liam. Good evening. And I've had this on in Nottingham City Centre as well. Yeah, it's a good drink. It's a good beer. The wife says, "Oh, I need you to buy a beer to trigger something in Sainsbury's." So I did. And good evening, you. How are you? And this is one bloody excellent beer. The sort of beer you want on a cold night. If I can get older Fuller's Vintage 21, then definitely. If Bateman's Victory, that's a nice beer as well. And good evening. Yeah. So it's a bit chilly in here, but what a beer to start the night. Well, actually, second beer because I've already had one, and then I had to go cake delivering. So as you do, out on the night, cake delivering. Yeah, I'm looking. I'm going to try and get hold of the Vintage 21. Try. We ain't got Waitrose in Nottingham anymore. The nearest one's Newark, so it's a bit of a trek. Look at that pour, and it looks black in this light, but it's not. It's like a very dark amber pour. Adnams, yeah, Broadside. It's some beer, isn't it? It's definitely a cracker. It's a cracker. So I've been into Lidl, and I've managed to get one Christmas beer. Obviously, it's a perler, the winter special. So I'll be reviewing that one day soon. Re-reviewing it, because obviously I've reviewed it before, but hey, who cares? I'd review Adnams Broadside every day of the week if I wanted to. Sod it, eh? Yeah? Might not get much difference each day, but it's well worth trying. Good evening. Yes, you've got to. Bit nice. I mean, Broadside, it is absolutely amazing. What surprises me that on cask, it's something daft like 4.9%. Big malty, big cake aromas. Yeah, the cask is ridiculously low compared to the bottle, and yet still tastes lovely. Just goes to show you. You've had 6 weeks off work. I wonder why you're not packed. The bottle's 6.3%. So for those watching who've never had Adnams Broadside, and why, but yeah. So it says on the back, a dark ruby red beer, rich in fruitcake flavours with a wonderful balance of malt and hop flavours. And there you go, there's that 6.3%. There we go. I mean, let's be fair, this King Goblin, 1698, old crafter. Yeah, I wondered why. I keep looking at these lorries and I'm thinking, no, all been a bit quiet on the co-op lorry front. Yeah, even when I'm at the back of the estate, I can still hear the lorries going by. Yeah, especially days when I've got smoke going and I'm filling the main road with smoke. Did it the other week. I was burning this. I'm trying to burn this bloody stump out, and there was that much smoke. I could see it on the main road. Yeah, I was thinking, hey, coppers will be here soon. Yeah, bollocking, council or coppers. Kid, turn that fire off, mate. So yeah, the maltiness, those cakier flavours, Christmas cake flavours, fruit cake. Oh, so divine. And it looks, I mean, I know they say ruby red. I call it, it depends which light, the way you're looking at it. From a certain light in this light, it looks black. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Our beers can look different in light. And yet on the other side, yeah, it's got that dark amber thing going off. You've done loads for Christmas. Good evening, Chris. It's been a while, and yeah, doing well, mate. Hope you're well. And you know, as the elf these days is, it's all good. I remember you had that spell a few months ago, and well, it might have been longer than that now. It's funny how this year has just flown by. I mean, God, we're near December already. It has just, it's been an absolutely mad, fast year. Old speckled hen, 65%. Where'd you get that? That's some strong beer. 6.5. Old crafty at 6.5. Good evening, Shark. I was looking on my, you know, on your Facebook where you get your what you've drank over the, you know, where it comes up with what you've done in previous years. And this time a few years ago, I was drinking old mulled hen. Oh, good to hear, Chris. Good to hear. Yeah, I was drinking old mulled hen. I wish that they'd bring these varieties back. I really do. New ones from Asda. You can't keep up, can you? You just can't keep up with all these new beers. I can't keep up with locals, never mind supermarkets. I'm just trying to pick out beers that I really want to taste. West Indies Porters, stunning, stunning beer. I'd love to try the supposed Ghanaian foreign extra version that Mersey Beers was on about. I would love to get that. I think it's one that you'd have to go and order from a proper shop. Yeah, definitely. So, oh, yeah, nearly dropped the glass. Don't be doing that. £1.80. Oof. Now this is room temperature. It's just come from Sainsbury's, so it's at room temperature. Room temperature is king for all these type of beers at this time of the year. And I'm definitely thinking I need to. I keep saying I'm going to do it, but I'm going to take a load of beers up the house and drink them at room temperature. I've got some quality beers on the back wall, and I'm looking. There's some beers, some box ticking beers that I need to get again. Has anybody seen the Thornbridge December subscription box? My gosh, it's 30 quid. I don't know if you get free delivery with that. I'm not sure. But the box itself has got six or eight beers, but the beers in it are absolutely staggeringly good. Good evening, Craig. Yeah, Thornbridge's December box set. And I'll tell you what, once I've sorted out my MOT tomorrow, I'm really interested in probably getting that box and then turning the subscription off and then back on when I see something that I want to get. Because I'm not really a big subscription fan. I don't like them. I don't like being, being weighted down to any subscription. I buy my beers when I like. I know, necessary evil. Do you get the postage in with it? Is it 30 quid with postage? Yeah. I've washed the car down today. Yeah, hopefully that will get it through the MOT. Yeah, and I've cleaned the inside as well. So hopefully, fingers crossed. 30 quid with postage. Ooh. I might have to do it, because I want Necessary Evil is one of the beers I actually want for my beer of the year. I did, mate. I did see that. Good evening, Sam. Not much of a ragathon tonight. I've just realised that my phone needs charging. But so it's normally 30 quid for 12. 12, that's a decent price. Especially for me, it's good if you've got a mate who's nearby and you go halves. I know that Greg Bullman, Beer Reviews, I know that he did that. Him and his mate got the box and they split the cost and split the box. Because two of each, unless you really want two of each. But that box is staggering. The Scotch ale, there's a chocolate and orange porter, and some other beers, I can't remember what they are. But yeah, absolutely amazing box. I'm hoping there's some absolute belters in this Thornbridge box at the side of me as well. So, I just love the nose on this, the maltiness, those cake aromas. This, and for me, King Goblin are very close in that department, and not far away on ABV either. Another one that was close to this was Sadler's Christmas Pudding Stout. But as you know, they buggered up the ABV last year and dropped it from 6 to 4.5. And from what I'm hearing, it's still 4.5, which is ridiculous. You have to pull the trigger on the phone, but I know. I'm so tempted. I just need to get tomorrow out of the way, and then I'm just going to go and do it. Sod it. As long as the MOT don't cost too much, speak to the wife, say, look, you treated yourself, I'm going to treat myself, and we do that tit for tat. She's bought herself a new coat tonight, so me buying myself something it's doable. It's doable. You go to work, you work like idiots all year round. You've got to have some pleasures in life, haven't you? And I don't go out boozing very often. Well, not very often. Although we have been out quite a bit recently. We've done some. Yeah. Yeah. This will be the interesting thing, because we took the car to this garage for work on the BM, and we may get snow this weekend. Yeah, it'd be interesting. I'm supposed to be working on Saturday as well. I've got 2 gardens to do, so it's going to be interesting. It says either light rain or snow. Snow's not a problem as long as it's light. Rain is a problem because it gets wet and it's cold. Good evening, Slurpee. It's a 100% a sour. Ooh, that's yo. I did actually pick up a new one from Lidl as well that I've not seen before. Disco Dirigible. Nottingham never seems to get a deal. Yes. Everyone keeps saying to me about Broadside, and I thought, let's do it. And a big hello to the lady from my workplace if she's watching. If you are watching, that is. Yeah, I seen it tonight, and I really wanted Christmassy beers. I'm not too fussed, really. I just picked it up. Broadside. It is a good pint, mate. You're right. Good evening, Benjamin. And at room temperature, it's king. Absolutely king. I'm going to take the Lidl back up the arse in a bit and do that up the arse and sit in the kitchen and review it. So it's a toss-up for me between this and King Goblin, which has got the better fruitcake aromas. For supermarket beers, I'm not bothered about craft beers because craft beers can do that all day long. But at supermarket beers, this and King Goblin, there's not much between them. And I do think a King Goblin versus Broadside may have to come up. Good evening, Rory. How are you? Yeah, Slurps. I've had it on cask, and it was something like 4.9% on cask. It does. I was saying the same thing. It looks black. It's supposed to be bloody ruby red. And yeah, Old Tom versus Broadside. We'll have to do it. Didn't I do Old Tom versus Broadside? Sure did. Sure did. Yeah. It does look dark. Yeah. But yeah, King Goblin versus Broadside. I will bring those nights back. Yeah, it is a dark one. It might be this light, since I've got this new light at the back. 5 Old Tom versus 5 Broadside. If I reach 3,000, that'll be an interesting one to do. I need to get what Jim gets, where he gets some French dude clicking on his links. He replies to him, and then all of a sudden he's got another 6,000 subscribers. Hey, bloody hell. That was amazing. For Jim, that was amazing. Which is the closest to Bailey's that I've tried? That's an interesting question. I'll tell you now that the Sainsbury's Taste the Difference, or whatever they call it these days, that is very, very close to Bailey's. Cheaper, normally cheaper. Obviously, if you go to Morrison's, Bailey's £9.99. The ones in Aldi are really nice, to be fair. They are 12% though, so you do get the lower ABV. He's giving up the booze. Bless him. But yeah, the Sainsbury's Taste Difference is not so dry on the palate. Bailey's can be a bit dry, you know, when you're drinking it, and as it goes down. I mean, let's be fair, Bailey's is the leader. Apparently, the Sadler's version. Where is it? I've got it somewhere. Oh dear. This version is supposed to be really decent as well. That the Peaky Blinder. You're making St. Peter's Bay. Fair play, mate. Which one? But yeah, there is some really good ones. What I would say is keep away from the really cheap ones. You know, like the £3.50 ones, because they are, yeah, not so good. The cheap Audi one, I think it's called, is it Lidl or Audi? Called Dundalgan. Yeah, it's crap. Absolute crap it is. Oh, that truly is the spot. I've just gone to 15%. I'm all right till I get to 5%, then it goes dark, and then I bobbed it. Good evening, Thomas. I can't remember about the coconut ice cream, whether I mentioned it was vegan. I can't remember. I might have mentioned it. I might have said it. I might, you know, when I looked at the front of the bottle. So no cream in it. Slurpee wants to open an alcohol-free brewery. What's the fun in that? Hey, you need a beer just to help chill you out. The only problem is, it's the next morning when you're not feeling very well. And I woke up this morning. I had some of this last night, and yeah, I had some of that late last night, and oh, my stomach this morning. Bloody hell. Ah, I thought I did mention it. It was nice. The coconut was really nice, to be fair. Yeah, it did go down well. There's some nice Sainsbury's. If anybody's going to Sainsbury's, I've just been. They've got a chocolate and orange brownie cream liqueur. About £9 or something. Oh, the India Pale Ale. Can't remember actually ever brewing that. I have brewed the Ruby Red, Honey Porter, Cream Stout, the Golden. I can't remember if I've done the IPA. Yeah, chocolate orange brownie. Ooh. The M&S coconut is nice. You know, if you like your coconut, taste of coconut, it is. It's nice. Last year they did a trifle one. Last year, I love trifle. I love sherry trifle, but no bugger does it properly. You know, proper sherry trifle's got our proper sherry in it, not sherry flavouring. You know, it's got alcohol content in it. Last time I did a sherry trifle, I actually put half a bottle of sherry in. Jesus Christ, that was some trifle. That was steaming on a trifle, eating trifle and getting drunk. It was like, whoa. It was nice. It was. Went down well. Yeah, I can't remember what happened, but do you know, I forget every night. Sam, yeah. I've got to be honest. I think the new Tetley's that's out, the Tetley's #4, I think it is. That is probably the best lager by an English brewery. If you call Tetley's English, I'm not sure if you do. Did you ever see you know, you're on about that overtone? Steaming on a trifle. Yeah. That overtone. Did you ever see the Black Iris one? The Imperial Red I reviewed? That looked like shite, that did. And pardon my French, should be swearing on beer reviews. It's naughty swearing words. But yeah, it didn't look great, and it looked like mud. And even when I went into the brewery and questioned them, and they says, "Oh yeah, well sometimes it comes out clear and sometimes it doesn't," and it's like, "All right, yeah, I thought you were brewers." Oh, this is a true treat beer. If you've never had Adnams Broadside, you're missing out on a true quality beer. I've got no bottles to bring to Firerock. No. Oh, you mean some Wraggys with me? Or do you mean my draft bottles? Yeah, my that fucking hell, my hair looks bad. Put that back on. I mean, as for lagers, I still think Estrella is probably one of the best wheeled lagers. Peroni's Doppio Molto again is another stunning lager. Hell, you prefer Hell's lager? See, I'm not really keen on them, to be honest. Empty ones, I might do, mate. It all depends on cash flow, because obviously Christmas is coming up. Having an MOT in late November is an absolute crippler. I mean, it's a crippler any time of the year if your car's not well, but just before Christmas, it's not great. And I'm hoping to get some money earners off my internet, my websites. But it's that time of the year when the gardening fizzles out, and it's all down to that. And you know, usually I don't really go out very often. Do beer reviews, then don't go out to pubs. But I had 2.5 years where I didn't really go out. I think I went out once in 2.5 years. Oh shit, 5%, bugger. So, that's a crippler. I've got another charger. Damn. No, I ain't got a charger. I thought I had a spare charger in here. So, for those people watching, I've gone in dark mode. I've gone dark. So, it went down to 5% quickly, didn't it? Jesus me. So, lovely dark ruby. That's what it says it is. It looks black to me on this camera. Aromas of malt, Christmas cake, you know, lovely cakey aromas, fruitcake aromas, shall we say, on the nose. It is an absolute divine drink. On cask, it's okay on cask, but in bottle, that extra percentage ABV really brings the flavour out. To me, it's an absolute stunning beer. One of the top 4 beers in all supermarkets, regardless of craft beers. You know, it is a stunner. For me, out of 5, always a good 4.6. Yeah, always. True cracker of a beer. One day, I'll have to put it up against the Old King Goblin, and we'll do another battle. On a day when I've had something to eat first as well, obviously. Right. So, thank you everyone for watching and joining in. Sadly, the bloody phone's cut me short, and that's rather annoying, being honest. I'm gonna have to go up the arse and I might do a short review because I've still got some left. Bugger. And thank you all for joining in. Back to 6 o'clock tomorrow night, and I may even try to do 2 reviews. Keep them to 20 minutes long, and go from there and get myself ready for the Advent calendar season. Get myself back into the groove, because it's been good doing these beer reviews and getting back out there with the live, seeing everyone, chatting to people I've not chatted to for a while. And this is where the beer review community is at its best, when we all chat and just to know what people are doing, a bit of life. You know, I work on my own all day. It's nice to see a bit of life. Right, got to knock it off before it dies anyway. Cheers, everyone. See you tomorrow. Can't see bugger all. Don't know if anybody's talking or not. Do apologise.